Anyway, ladies, I'll have to save that story for another time. Oh, it looks like my friend's here. Hello everyone, welcome to my beginner guides for Cubeworld. Hey, that's my welcoming dance for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I know I'm not a very good dancer. But anyway, today I'm going to show you guys through the controls and also map navigation and some crafting to get you guys started in Cubeworld. So the first thing you want to do is go ahead and hit escape. You'll be presented with this menu here and you can see all of the hotkeys. Click on the question mark here and that will basically open up all of the different controls that you'll use in the game. So you can see all the different controls around here, like jumping, basically walking and crawling up walls and that sort of stuff, climbing. So yeah, I'm going to show you guys what these actually do in the game by showing you in real time. So the first thing you can do is you can press space. That allows you to jump up and down, just to reach slightly high ledges. You can also press on the shift key to basically disable your crosshair, and you can also scroll in and out using the scroll wheel, which will give you this first person or third person view. Yeah, shift also makes you walk. You can press middle mouse button. This will perform these cool looking rolls that you can do here to avoid attacks for 0.6 seconds. So when an enemy attacks you, if you press that, it'll avoid them. You can use control to basically climb walls. Be careful though, because if you run out of stamina you will fall, so make sure to keep some so that you can always safely scale down the wall without taking any fall damage. Now I'll show you guys how to do different attacks in Cubeworld. You guys, if you start off with as a ranger like me, will start off with a bow and a crossbow. I bought this boomerang here though from the shop located in the town, which you can find on the sword icon. But yeah, so you can click on left click, this will throw out your primary attack. You'll notice your mana bar charging there, that's the blue bar at the bottom. And then when you hold right click, it will charge up your secondary attack and throw that out, which performs like a really cool move. Yeah, so this boomerang is useful for sort of like crowd control, and it's also very easy to aim as it always stays directly wherever you're aiming. So that's basically how you perform attacks in the game. Your attacks will differ based on what class or what weapon you're using. So yeah, the next thing we're going to show you guys is navigating the map from when you first start to get yourself to this town. The first thing you want to do is press M to open up the map. You'll notice like the little town here, it'll be represented by a little town icon. There's only two types of icon currently in the alpha build. The other type is the swords over here, so don't get distracted by these swords because they are actually basically where the boss or the quests are located. If you head to them from the beginning, you're probably going to have a bad time because you won't be leveled enough to take on anything in the boss area. One of the things you might notice when you're running around is that you can actually see yourself running around while you have the map open, which is really, really cool. It allows you to find things a lot easier and also figure out which direction you're heading, so you don't really need a compass or anything in the game. So guys, the first store we're going to head to is the general goods store in the trade district. You can talk to this lady here by pressing R and that'll open up the inventory and also the shop's buy menu. You can click through your inventory here to view your items, and if you right click on any item it will sell it. So it's always a good idea to just basically pick up whatever you can find because you can always sell it for a bit of profit at the early levels. There you go, you'll notice I've sold that and I've earned some gold. So the first thing you want to buy is these glass flasks here because these are pretty much the most useful item at the beginner levels. This will allow you to craft a health potion which restores 200 HP I believe. The next thing I'm going to quickly show you is the abilities menu. You can access this by clicking on the little person here. Once you've leveled up you can right click on any of these icons. The first one I went for was the hang glider because obviously it looks awesome, so I wanted to try it out. Yeah, so you'll notice here that I want to try and fill my flask up with water, but I'm not at a water source. So I'll show you guys how to find a water source now that's located close to where the town is. So we'll open up the map here. We're looking for like a single block on its own, which is usually where a water source is, located near a town. I think I've spotted one just down the map in this direction, so I'm going to go ahead and head in this direction now. There we go, it is a water source here, so this is what it looks like when it's in the middle of a town. It's actually a well in the game. So we're going to go ahead and dive headfirst in now and try not to drown, just jumping through the side here. And let's get started on our crafting of the health potion. Alright, so I'm into the items here. Click on the little flask icon, and these are my items. I've already got a flask filled up with water. Here's my empty ones, and there's the heart flower, which is the other item you need. Yes, so when you're in the well, you're able to fill up your water source here. You can do this in rivers that are sort of like neck deep, or basically that you can submerge yourself in as well to fill up your water flasks. The reason these are useful is they give you 200 HP when you create them into the health potions. So yeah, the next thing I'm looking for is a heart flower, which I've already got in my inventory, but I'm going to show you what it looks like when it's actually down on the ground before I've uprooted it. This is the heart flower. You can craft this into a health potion along with the flask. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over to the second menu in our crafting icons, which is our potions. This is the health potion. Click on that, click on the side icon again, and you'll notice it's using up both of my items here to create the health potion. If you want to discard an item, you can go to your inventory and just drag it off the screen and this will drop it on the floor. You can also use this to pass it to other players in the multiplayer game modes, because you won't always get items for your class. Like I always pick up a lot of mage gear, so if I had a friend that was a mage, I could pass off the mage items to him, or I could just be really greedy and keep them to myself and sell them in the shop. Now we'll equip the health flask. You can press tab, this will basically put it in your Q slot, which is your kind of like quick use item. You can put other items in here and switch between them using A and D. Pressing on the Q key will drink your health potion. Another way to restore health, like I mentioned earlier, is by sleeping in a bed. You can basically find these in most of the inns, like these buildings that are around me, or at a campsite out in the wild. Another tip for you guys is to pick up everything you can find. Items you can pick up, you'll see the little display of them in the bottom right corner. So I'm going to go mental here and start picking up all of these pineapples to sell in the shop. So that's all of the key things that you should know when you're starting off in Cubeworld. The next guides will go into how to get pets, how to get hang gliders, and also where to find bosses, and the easiest way to defeat them, as well as I'll be making guides on how to set up multiplayer matches. So if you guys have enjoyed these, make sure to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you guys next time.